do? We are streaming again, hopefully. Streaming live again, yeah. Let's have a look, see if we're streaming live again. Let's have a look. Yeah, streaming live again. See if we got any audio. Hello, 1, 2. Streaming live again. Yeah. Okay. Let's change it. So, just gonna do fill in the title. Mods to Maygay Epoch PSU. Do better, test it. More on Maygay PSU repair stroke mods. Okay, save that. Right. Okay. Hello everyone. They'll be there, yeah, doesn't matter. Alright, let's get back on there. Yeah, we've got this circuit board again. Alright, yeah, we've got this just gonna mute that a minute, change the settings. That's about right. Right then. Got a bit of a. Let's get these on as well. Got a bit of sore throat this week. Never mind. Right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these capacitors, connect them back up, but not directly. I'm gonna hardwire this. The track's broke anyway. I'm gonna put some wires off this and hardwire it. Probably bring the wires up and over and place them there loosely. Reason for that is just to be able to change it easy next time, and also do some tests. Right. Okay. So basically following on from the last live stream. Okay, right, here we go then. So what I need first is some wire. You just solder some wire in there. First, let's try and see if I can clean up the board. Some cotton buds or Q-tips. I've never known them called Q-tips, but apparently other countries they call them Q-tips. Cotton buds in the UK, we call them cotton buds. So I'm just going to pour a bit of that in there. Oops, too much, never mind. Okay. Let's see if we can clean up this flux residue. I think it will clean up pretty well. Just clean it up. Doesn't really matter. I'll clean it up. Anyway, the UK, it's getting a bit cold now. This had a couple of days of rain, all day rain, and it's dropping cold. So all those with heating, central heating, will have to turn their gas back on again in order to stay warm now. Right. Okay, I'm going to turn off that. Sort of monitoring that as well. Okay. Just put that back away. Right, I've got to find some wire now. Stick the soldering iron on. And I've run out of fluid. My sponge is not going to be able to stay wet. So I've actually used all the fluid. That was a bit of a mistake coming up here without fluid. Anyway, not to worry. Did I get any? Hang on, I might have some in here after all. Hold on. Yeah, I've got an old screen wash bottle here. An old screen wash bottle. Is it got water in it, or has it got something else in it? That's water. Sure, that's water. Right, so I'm going to top up my bottle, my sponge bottle, which is an old. How'd you get that off? Oh well. Am I going to do that? I can't get the lid off. Oh, I got it off now. Right. Okay. I'm just going to top this up. Sorry about that. Why doesn't someone invent a soldering iron sponge that keeps itself wet? That'd be good. Or is that just being lazy? Yeah, so soldering iron sponge that keeps itself topped up wet. You can't see what I'm doing. I'm just soaking my soldering iron sponge. You can't see what I'm doing because it's slightly off screen there. If I switch to the other view, you might be able to see it. Let me see if I can go to the other view. Rear view. There it is. There, look. Soldering iron sponge. Okay. Right, we're back on this one. Let's put this water out of the way. Right. So I've got the iron's warming up. Lovely. What I've got to do now is find some wire. It's quite sizable wire I need. Find a bit of wire. Easier said than done, isn't it? Let's find some wire. Don't have a lot of wire. Got to be good wire. I don't have wire. Why don't I have wire? Where do I put my wire? Ah, got some wire there. Very well, I'll make a piece of wire. There's a bit. Yeah. Right, cutters. Get some cutters and nick a bit of wire. There's the cutters. Right. How much do I need? Don't need a whole lot. That should do it. Right. I've nicked wire. I've took it off one of my radios. Doesn't matter. Right. Right, so I'm still live according to that. Okay. Still live. I know you can monitor it with it. Monitor the live stream without taking up all resources. Let's change the quality to hard any quality. Started streaming 10 minutes ago. Right, I gotta just clean this wire up a bit. Let's split it down. Yeah, I've got two bits of wire, red wire. It's quite thick. It's a bit dirty, so let's clean the cable up. Really, I should have some cable here, but I've got no cable. So just cleaning the cable. What the idea is to solder it to these holes here. It's probably a good idea anyway, because the track's lifted up. When I took the capacitor out, it pulled the track up. So I'm gonna solder it to that, and at least we can get some clips on there, get the oscilloscope on it, and clip it on and be able to see it a bit better what's going on. Right, so my iron's up to scratch. Let's do the grounds first. So I'm going to just sort of put this, it's not too much. Right, just twist that up there. And no, that's definitely a ground there, and that's so what I'm going to do is stick that in there. That'll be the ground for it. Yep, so I'm going to solder that in there first. Okay, here we go. I don't know if you can see that. It's probably, yeah, you can just about see it. Right, here we go. We're going to solder that up. Easier said than done, because it's pure. There's not much relief on it, thermal relief. So it's you've got to warm up a large area of that to get it to take it all. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I could just make it better. Let's make it better. Let's just warm it up. You can't really see this, but you know, it's going to warm it back up and straighten the wire up, poke it in a bit better. It's 400 degrees on the iron. Right, hold it still. That's not too bad. Okay. Right, now the same. Now I've got that track there. That's going to be a bit awkward. Let me just cut that off. Just going to cut this off here. Ready? Yep. I've got to do the same thing with this one. But this is the one where the track broke, so I'm going to scrape a little bit more. Get the back of the... if I can find it. Where's it gone? Can't see it. Stanley knife. Where's he gone? Ah, it's hiding. Here it is. Yeah, I've got to use the side of the Stanley knife to scrape some solder mask off this, just a little bit of solder mask. So I've got something else to solder to. So yeah, it's breaking off nearly. Yeah, it's nearly broke off. It's gonna be a problem, that. I can't really solder it this side. There's nothing to solder to. So I can either follow it to something substantial. Not sure where it goes to. Whether it goes to there. Does it go to there? I could do a... Let's just do a bit of a test on it. Let's go on buzzer. So see if it goes. Try and see where it goes to. Doesn't go there. Right, where does it go? I've been trying to find a schematic diagram today of... there's no decent schematic diagrams. It doesn't go there either. It disappears under this inductor. Goes off where? Don't know. So weird, isn't it? So can't seem to find that. It goes off to the... doesn't seem to... Can't find it. It's a mystery, that, isn't it? So it goes off here. Can't see where it goes to. See if it goes to here. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it goes to here. Which side though? It's almost a dead short, that. I don't know which side it goes to. Anyway. Right, how can I shine the torch on there? See if I can hold it up onto the strip light a minute. See where it goes to. It's not easy. It's not easy to find that. Yeah, not easy at all. Can't seem to find that. Right, I'm going to have to just try and solder it on here then. So let's get a bit of cable. What have I done with it? Right, here we go. So we're going to strip back this wire. How am I going to hold that down onto there? That's going to be the problem, isn't it? Let's get this wire tinned. Let's tin this. I'm going to have to try and hot glue this on. I can't really work out exactly where it's got, which side of that resistor it's got to go on to. So what I'll do is I'll solder it in place. Solder it in place like that. It's trying to move, see. Right, so Hot melt glue it. Is that a good idea even? I suppose it's... I don't know. I don't think this gets very hot anyway. It's not that kind of a... It's not a linear thing, but it's got to dissipate wattage as heat to get the voltage down. So... yeah, I better use the glue gun. Let's see if I can get the glue gun. Got a glue gun. Got a glue gun. Right. Let's find somewhere to plug it in. Alright, we've got the glue gun plugged in. I'll glue that wire down and I can get the another wire ready in the meantime. So this one's this 36 volt on here is supposed to be 36 volt. It's giving me 44 volt. So what I'm going to try and do is drop it with some diodes. And drop the 36 volt. Well, drop the 44 with some. I just want enough length on that to reach up here. Yeah, I'll drop the 36 to 44 with I don't want to touch that too much; it'll break off. Just to see if it makes the thing work. That's the only abnormality I could find on it. The fact that it was showing 44 volts when it's described in the manual. It's described in the manual as... But the manual here, it's supposed to be 36 volts. You see that? 36 volts supposed to be. All the other voltage was about right. Right. Let's get this a bit better. So we've got that one. Yeah, because what I don't want to do is go and buy a load of components, capacitors and all sorts of stuff, just to find out that it's a waste of money and nothing's changed. Just to find out nothing has changed at all. Done that before in the past, bought loads of bits, and then all that happens is you've just wasted your money. Just tin them. Alright. This glue gun should have heated up by now, yeah. Just going to put a bit of glue down there. No, has it warmed up yet? It's not quite ready yet. Yeah, so this thing is, where are you? Can't see. Hang on. Go on. Yeah, this is the power supply. It's got a sync signal. I'm going to be measuring that sync signal as well in a minute. Get all these capacitors back on, and then I'm going to put the oscilloscope on the sync signal. In fact, let's switch it on. yeah. Hopefully you'll be able to see the 50 Hz being switched. Some kind of signal, as the rest of the circuit needs to synchronise with that. And if it's missing, it shuts itself down. The CPU, or the controller side of it, will shut down the circuit if it doesn't see that pulse. And also if it doesn't see the voltage good signal, or the, I forget what they called it now. Voltages, all the voltages are good signal, basically. Right. Oh. Okay, let's see if it's ready now. Yeah, it should be ready now. Here we go. I'm just going to cover that and the wire, just to hold the wire down. That's all that is, just to hold the wire still, because I don't want to pull that track up. Okay, take that out now. Let that cool down somewhere. Hot melt gun. Just let it cool down now. Easier said than done. Right. Okay. Yeah, I don't normally do tricks like that. Hot melt, but I don't want to pull the track off. See. So let that go off. Let's solder these in the meantime. Let's just have a quick look. Is that to the ground? Yeah, that's the ground, isn't it? Which is the plus? Don't know. Let's just test it. Let's just test it to make sure. God, it's easy gets a mess, those testers. Got a bit of a sniffle. Right. Let's see. So that's obviously the power there, that one. That'll be the ground. Let's just make sure. Yeah. Okay, has that gone off yet? No, nearly. Right, so I'm going to put the ground in. Just keep that upright as best I can. Alright. She's very boring, but there you go. It's not quite as bad as watching paint dry though. Try and hold it straight. Let's cut that off. Now the red wire. And this is why I've hot melt glued that in place, because I can move them wires. I'm not going to pull the track off now. And same again with this plus wire. Bring it up straight. That'll do. Okay, chop it off. Nice. Alright, I'm going to put these little capacitors back now. Let's put these back. Where's that one gone? Sure, I brought out a little one. Yeah, took out a little one. Where's he gone? I've lost it. There he is. We got it. So I can work out where that went. Down here. There's the plus. And I'll go back in. And put him back. Okay. That's okay. Just make sure there's no short. Make sure I haven't shorted it. Yeah, we're okay. Right. Now these bigger ones. I tested these last time. They seem to be okay. So I'm not going to bother to change them anyway. They're all the same value, aren't they? 470. 470, 25 volt, 470 microfarads, 25 volt. I don't know whether it's worth having a quick route, see if I've got any. I'll have a quick look, why not? Never know. Forgot some, might as well stick on it. It's fine now, isn't it? Yeah, good enough. Where I put them. Anyway, can't get onto hand, so must remember to buy a load one day. I've got some somewhere, but right. Let's put these back in the right way around. And this one, put them in. Right, so if I do some tests in a minute with it. Solder these in. Right, let's just solder them in. Just going to solder the one leg in for now, just so I can, as you can see, they're all over the place. So solder the one leg in, put your thumb behind it, heat it up, push it in straight, and that's ready to go back. And this one, And this one. Okay. Just double check the polarity, looks good to me. Right, solder the ground or the 0 volts. There's no thermal relief on this circuit board, they haven't designed it that way. So, a bit of a pain to solder back in, there's a pain to get out. Doesn't want to flow. Yeah, it doesn't want to flow. Not the best board for being repaired. I don't think they've designed this around being able to be repaired. More of a throwaway board. Designed to be throwaway. Evil things, really. Not good to work on. That's not taking. It's not good. I can see it's not good. It's probably on. Let's do another test to see if we've got any shorts. So I've got ground there and plus. There's no dead shorts. That's the ground legs. They seem okay. Right, so now it's a matter of getting these back on here. Solder these capacitors back on here and it's ready for the mains to go on again. And should be able to easily put my probes on to measure some ripple, voltage and ripple. Something's affecting this circuit. It's either not getting its synchronization signal back from this optocoupler, or it's too much ripple, too much noise in the circuit. One or the other. So we'll have a look on the scope. Just tinning the wires there, you can't hardly see it. It's out of frame a bit, there you go. Alright, let's get this one on the go. I'll do the small one first. So that's the negative there. Still got some of the through hole stuck on it. Yeah, still got a bit of the through hole that popped out. Okay, let's put a bit of tin on here. And we could always blow it up, couldn't we, for some fun if it doesn't work. Blow the capacitor up a bit, yeah. Put some over voltage on it. See if it can get it to explode. Right. According to YouTube, there's only one watching and that'll be me. So anyway, just for good experience anyway, so not worried. probably be a bit more war if there were people watching, actually, because then you got to perform like a performing baboon or something. Right, I'm going to solder that onto here now. There's a negative. It's got the black mark. Still got the black mark, so I'll put my black one to there. It's going to be awkward. I'm going to have to do this while it's lying down. Yeah, that's okay. Right, now this other one. The other leg. That wasn't good. That's okay, so that's one done. Next one. Black again. And the plus. Okay, so we've got two capacitors on there. Let's get rid of the solder out of the way before somebody gets electrocuted with it. Right, mainly me. Okay, so we've got a board with two things hanging off it now. Oh, what's happened there? I got a bit of a strand there. That's it, cut that off. Right, so we should be able to do our tests now. Right, now which pin is the 18 volts? Pin 12. So let's get this thing powered back up and see what we can measure before I do much else. Right. Got lots of scrap here, haven't I? Right, here we are. Here's the thing itself, the heavy beast. I don't really want to put that in there, but there's no real better place for it. I'm going to have to put the heat sink back on as well. Yeah, it's got to have its heat sink now. Let's just move some stuff out of the way. So we've got this little gadget here. Thermal compound, that's just slots under there. Like that. Just sits like that. Alright, what have I done with the screws? There they are. Okay. Okay. Right. It doesn't look right, does it? Oh, it must be. Must be right. I don't know. Yeah, it'll do. Right. Yeah, it just doesn't really need these because it's not going to get that hot. There's going to be no load on it. But I'll put them back on anyway. Just make sure we're not going to short out against any steel. No, we're okay. Okay, just give them a quick tighten. That's good. Alright, I'll drop him back in. We've got to put him back in the so the connector reaches. Wouldn't it be good if it blew up? That'd be good, wouldn't it? It went bang. But I need to get this out again because I need to lift the 36 volts and put some resistors in, but I want to do a few ripple tests before I touch it anyway. Noise and ripple tests. Okay, that's good. Alright, that's the mains lead. Go clip in there. Alright, I've got to put these somewhere now, they're not going to short out. Easier said than done, isn't it? Suppose it should just go back where they came from. Okay. That can go there. Right, so they will go there, sort of out the way for a bit. Yeah, that's not too bad. Right. So, do we switch it on? I suppose so. I suppose so. So, let's get some mains. We're still plugged in, make sure we're switched off, yeah. Plug that into there. Nothing untoward going on. Cover the eyes before we switch it on. What do you think? Cover the eyes? Might as well. Double check, everything good. Nothing going to touch underneath there, is that? It's plastic anyway. Should be fine. Right, cover the eyes, here goes nothing. Right, so we've got all lights on again, that's good. Right, so we didn't go bang. I touched the case, I haven't got electrocuted yet. Right, okay. Let's just do some measurements, eh? Why not? Let's use that meter. What did I do with it? There it is. Right, put it on to, we're on volts. Let's see if we can measure anything. Let's see what's on this reservoir capacitor. Here we go, so you want one on there. .44 volts. That's giving us 44 volts. This one's giving us 25 volts. Yeah, so that's 44 volts. I'd expect these switching MOSFETs are switching the power. It's converted to DC somewhere. Where's it converted to DC? Through those devices. What did I say they were? Yeah, we've got a list of devices here from last week. So it's rectifying it through the diodes that are in those T220 style packages, and also there's MOSFETs that are switching. So I should be able to detect the switching. Alright, let's just do it the other way. Where's the book? I'll switch the solving off a minute. Right, so it's pin 11 and 12, it's 36 volts. 9 and 10 is 36 volt return, so let's just have a look at that. Plug 1. So it's looking like these here. So that looks like, you can't see. And is that 36 volts? 44 volts. Yeah, 44 volts. So it should be 36 volts. We're getting 44 volts. That's without load, but I was getting that anyway while it was plugged in. So that's coming straight out of that capacitor. Let's check some more voltages. So you've got minus 12 and 12 volt return, so pin 5. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 12 volts return. And the first one should give me minus 12. No. Minus 3. 12 volts, yeah. 12 volts, yeah. 12 volts, that's good. At 6. Minus 3. So it should be minus 12 volts. So if I do between this one and that one, it should give me, no. Yeah, so I'm not getting my minus 12 volts. We're not getting minus 12 volts. Let's try pin 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pin 6. 7. Yeah, we're not getting minus 12 volts there. So that's not working out good. That could be a reason why it's failing. No minus 12 volts. With reference to what then? Let's see if we've got minus 12 to reference to something else. Alright, pin 5. That's the ground. That's the 40 volts. Minus 7 volts, minus 8 volts. Oh, you can't even see that. Sorry. It's difficult. Yeah, how can I get it on the screen? I'm in the way, aren't I? There I am. Yes, I'm in the way. I'll just move the mic. Got no real estate here. Never mind. So let's just change hands. Maybe I can do it that way. Alright, this is supposed to be minus 12 volts. Let's try it with respect to ground. There's nothing with respect to the ground. Must be floating supply then. Right, 36 volt return pin. So with 36 volt return, we're getting minus 3. What about on the top of there? 1.5 volts. Capacitor. Yeah, we're not getting the minus 12 volts. Okay, so there's a problem. We've got 44 volts coming out, we should have 36. We're not getting a minus 12 volts. I wonder if that's why the speaker was clicking. Right, I wanted to have a look at this output on this IC, see if it was flashing. I've got a sync output here on plug 3. So plug 3 is this one here, isn't it? Yeah. Pin 1 should give me a sync output. Opt 3. Opt 3 green. Sync output's the white. Alright, let's get a oscilloscope on it. See if we can find anything. We haven't measured the ripple yet. Right, let's find some oscilloscope stuff. Alright, what we got here? We're all sort of crisscrossed. Oh, right. Right. So we've got a scope. Let's put it onto ground. Don't know where my ground is on there. Let's just put it onto one ground we do, huh? That's a bit awkward, to say the least. Right. I've got to try and get that onto there without shorting it out. Oh no, it's pin 1 I want, isn't it? Pin 1. Pin 1. And a ground. Right, let's do an auto setup. What's going on? Right, what have we got? Got something. What have we got? Auto set. What have we got? 100 hertz. We've got 100 hertz. Hang on. Alter the time scale. So we've got a nice square wave. 100.082 hertz. Why have we got hertz when we're on 50 hertz mains? Edge triggered. Yeah, we seem to have a square wave. It seems to glitch in and all sorts. Chips in. I'm just going to tap the back of this chip, see what happens. Ready? If I can reach it without shorting everything out. So we've got 100 Hertz. Let's take it off there. We've lost that 100 Hertz now. Let's find a probe with a point on it. Instead of using these ones that came with the scope. Somewhere I've got one with a point on it. Where have I put it? Copper clicks. There we go. I've got a probe with a very big point on it. Let's swap this out if it'll let me. Of course the scope's trying to move. Alright. Times 10, I don't know. Let's just clamp onto some earth somewhere. Stick that onto there. What have I got? That's times 10, that's 2 times 1. Yeah, I got the same signal. 99 point something Hertz, yeah. So I've got 100 Hertz, so it looks like it's triggering on the rising and it's triggering on the rising and the trailing edge of the waveform, giving me 100 Hertz. So did I read somewhere that about the Hertz? Oh, but it's in this manual. Don't think this is a detail manual. I'm sure the clock cycles works on 100 Hertz. Anyway, so we're getting a signal out. So we know we're getting a signal out. We'll definitely get a signal out of there. I mean, minus 12 volts is down, so I'm going to have a look at that next. The minus 12's not right. I'm going to go through the list of devices and see if I can find out which one was the minus 12. Try and trace that back. I can get to the legs on there. Right. I think that'll do for a live stream today. That'll be the next thing to have a look. So what we're doing, put it back together. We've connected the capacitors back up. We've got a couple of voltages that are not right. So we'll investigate that next time. Okay, anyone watching or in the future, thank you very much and I'm gone.